the amendment be agreed to, and I call the member for Fowler.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. We've been hearing about the pros and cons about combating misinformation and disinformation through legislation ever since the bill was circulated. And like many members in this House, myself in my electorate, I have received numerous inundated with calls, emails about this bill, more than even for the Voice referendum, which I received hardly anything. I understand the government's intention with this bill is to make social media platforms liable to prosecution for content posted by people that could be considered mis- or disinformation. Currently, a voluntary code of behaviour for social media platforms is in place to manage this. I think what many speakers in this House have failed to grasp is the scale of growth of social media and how futile it is to think that this could or indeed should be controlled by legislation. If anyone has a chance, I encourage you to listen to the BBC4 podcast series called The Gatekeepers. It investigated the rise of social media and the inability for anyone to really control it, especially with the US Congress under President Bill Clinton passing Section 230, which is originally part of the Communication Decency Act. This protects Americans' freedom of expression online by protecting the intermediaries that we all come to use and rely on. And it states that in 26 words, quote, "No provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider." Section 230 basically prevents any civil lawsuits being used against users or services that are based on what others say. Platforms aren't publishers. They're simply a means by which individuals can freely express themselves, and those individuals are responsible for their own actions and what they share online. As a result, of course, we've seen the growth of social media. The likes of Facebook, X, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube are just doing that, providing individuals with the ability to create, shape and choose the content that they want to engage with. This bill seeks to put some form of policing into this new world order. It can't. The Australian government cannot reach beyond these shores, and it shouldn't attempt to reach into the minds of people seeking to express their views, however wrong they might be. It sounds scary, but that's the reality. What one might consider fake news could be another's truth, or vice versa. I don't believe that the government will be able to monitor, or, as this bill intends, expect social media platforms to monitor and take responsibility for other people's thoughts and ideas. Like I said, global tech platforms such as X, Facebook, Instagram and so forth have their own agendas and goals to connect people everywhere and to give them access to information anywhere, anytime, and at the same time building their business. As private companies, they can formulate their own rules on content. It is not a legitimate role of the government to influence this. I think the primary focus of lawmakers in tackling mis- and disinformation is to ensure that individuals are educated and empowered to make their own decisions, choices, and to take full responsibilities for their lives. The best protection is to ensure we are aware, and our young people are aware, of the content out there, to give them access to information, diverse perspectives, diverse ideas, from which they will make informed choices based on their experiences, what they learn from their parents, what they hear from their peers, what they get from listening to the influences that they follow. It is indeed a brave new world, and we need to be brave and trust that individuals are informed and capable of making their own decisions and choices without what they want to hear and engage with. Government should stay in the line of them managing the information and not be involved in what the people can access and not access. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.